Um, I guess I want to record this for myself, just to kind of um, get everything out, because feeling a lot of things, and it's a little hard to, I don't know, I'm confused and feel weird, but um, mm, on March 29th, I was, I was, I was sexually assaulted, and I agreed to hook up, but I didn't agree to bleed. And I'm barely coming to terms with that it was sexual assault, and that I'm not overreacting, and that I'm a victim. He texted me yesterday saying that he couldn't stop thinking about me, and when it happened, when he made me bleed, there bled all over his sheets, and he didn't seem concerned. Just told me to just hop in the shower, wash it off, and I was on my way out home. And barely came to terms with it today that I was sexually assaulted. He hurt me so hard that I bled, and now that I've come to terms with it, it's like I feel it inside, and I feel pain, and I just want it to stop. I didn't tell him to stop. I tried to make it seem like I was, but I was close and I was finishing, and he just didn't stop. He just kept going, and roughly, and he didn't talk about being rough. We were being gentle. It was supposed to be gentle. It was supposed to be gentle. but I don't know what what changed for him to finger me so hard that I just bled all over his fingers, and when I pointed it out, it seemed like nothing. I blocked him now, and I'm just ready to move on and try to heal from this, because I don't want this to define me, but right now it's really affecting me, and I'm just... Um, it's been 5 months since I was sexually assaulted. Um, there are days where I still feel disgusted, where I still feel that I want to claw at my skin, that that I don't want to be in this body. Things have improved in my life significantly. I got to meet Ozzy in person. Went to my first wrestling match. And there's just positive things that have come from this. Not from this, but since. And I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I've been trying to reclaim, like, my body back. Like, having sex and doing all that because I want to get over this as fast as possible. Like, I don't want to let my sexual assault define me. It's just, I just want to heal and I want to move on. It's just the worst part is he texted me from his other account and asking why I blocked him. Like, he didn't fucking hurt me. Like, I didn't bleed all over his sheets. And today, I feel that pain. I felt it. And I still feel it now, if I'm gonna be honest. God, I'm not even crying, and I thought I was gonna cry a lot, and I'm just over crying. It's probably because I'm exhausted, but it's just, I guess I still can't believe it happened to me. I'm still trying to heal. I want that motherfucker to burn in hell. What's fucking ridiculous is that I felt bad that if I said anything, I'd ruin his life. I felt bad because if I talked about it, I'd ruin his life. And And I know I shouldn't because he's the one who hurt me. I said in my tweets, I consented to have sex. I didn't consent to bleed. I didn't consent to being hurt. And even right now I can feel it. And it just, I want it to stop. I just want all this pain to stop. I just want to heal. I don't want to be like this anymore. I just want to move on and heal. I just want to be able to not feel it. I don't want to feel this anymore. Please, please, please. I feel so gross. I feel disgusting. I don't. And it hurts that I feel like it's my fault. Because I didn't stop it. I didn't stop it. I let it happen. Because I was scared. I was in his hotel room and I was scared because I was alone and I didn't. No one knew where I was. Only he knew. So I just let him. I tried to. I wanted him to stop. I tried. I tried to make it think that I came and then he just wouldn't stop. He just kept going harder and harder and I just... I just hope it keeps going uphill from here. Because I want it to go uphill so bad. I thought the summer of 2018 was my lowest. I think this is the lowest I've ever been in my life. And I have friends, but I don't know. I feel like I don't really have a support system. Like, this is not to discredit my friends or anything. A lot of them are online. They don't, if you guys saw my tweet, my thread, I literally got so much support from my friends. But I just feel like, I don't know. I don't know. I do know that I want to make a video about this. This might not see the light of day for a while, but I just want to make a video so that people who were assaulted too can find support with me, can relate to me, because you're not alone. You're not alone. I wouldn't want anyone to be alone during this, not like I am. And people in my real life don't really know that this happened to me either. Hell, only one person in my family knows. Just one. Because I don't want to get into that. It'd become a whole spectacle. All I just want is for that motherfucker who did this to me to rot. It's what he deserves. He deserves a lot worse for even messaging me after I blocked him and him seeking me on another account, his personal one.
Hello. This audio that you guys are hearing now after the previous two is me being more calm. At the time I'm recording this, it's October 25th. Might be uploading this the same day, I don't know. This is me recording this before I have to get ready for work. But on March 29th, I was sexually assaulted, and I'm gonna try not to cry while recording this. I feel like I won't, but you never know. People say they won't cry and then they start crying. Um, Also, sorry about, I feel like my voice sounds very weird. I woke up not too long ago and I'm still trying to wake up. It's like 3 in the morning right now and I have to be at work at like 6:30, but I like I like being early. I like getting ready early, but whatever. We're here to talk about the main topic of this video. Um, but yes, March 29th, I was sexually assaulted. Um, and it was by this man I met online. And um, I went to his hotel and um, well, first and foremost, we had known each other for at least maybe 2 3 years. Like, we've known of each other. We were never like friends. We were just like, I guess, like acquaintances, if you could even call it that. And then he posted something about being um in Vegas, my area, and wanted to meet up. Um, and I agreed to essentially hook up with this person. Now, this person's not really like a creator by any means, like streamer wise, and like I'm part of this um like community, I guess. Um, so I order an Uber to go see him at his hotel, and I get there um, and meet him because I've never been to that specific hotel before, um, and very put off actually because of the way he responded to one of the hotel um, clerks, which I'm like, oh, it's like that, but I don't know. So we get to his hotel room. I think it was on like third floor or something. We had to take the freaking elevator. Um, go to his room. Um, chill on his bed. I put my things down. Admire the view he has, kind of, and lay down on his bed. He has a pen, and we smoke from it a little bit. Didn't hit me at all, really. And then obviously, we get down to hooking up, which I had consented to hooking up. Um, but in the end, he ended up. How do I say this without getting like too graphic? Um, he essentially, fingers inside, went too hard. And I didn't essentially feel comfortable telling him to stop. Like, I wanted him to stop because it hurt so bad, but um, I was honestly really afraid to. So I just made it seem like I had essentially finished, and he kept going really hard, very aggressive, until he just stopped. That's where we stopped. And I was just laying there for a second, just kind of obviously resting. And eventually get up so that I can leave. No aftercare whatsoever, to be honest. But anyways, I get up to leave and I look behind me and I see just blood on the bed. And at this point, I was just kind of like, oh, maybe I got my period. Um, but no, that was not the case at all because I just bled all over this man's hotel bed. He didn't seem concerned in the slightest. Um, I consented to hook up. I didn't consent to bleed. And and I was a little freaked out because of how casual he was acting. He just said, get in the shower. And I was like, okay. And I washed myself off, um, cleaned up the blood a little bit on my body, and I guess from there on, left, returned to my room. He was still in Vegas for a few days, but I had to work, and not like I wanted to meet up with him again. Um, but I ended up talking with a friend after that because after that whole situation, it felt really weird. It felt very off. Um, and um, and essentially, he kind of confirmed that I had been like sexually assaulted, and like I guess like the major thing is like with this is kind of like I truly consented to just like hooking up. I didn't consent to. I just I guess I feel like it's my fault. I didn't tell him to stop. I just tried to make it seem like I finished, and like I was really just like trying to make it seem like, okay, like I'm done, like you've already made me like finish, like um and like I just don't know, like I feel like people are gonna think that, I don't know, I just feel like this whole thing is gonna be like, oh, but you like wanted to hook up, but I didn't like want to bleed. I I don't know how, I guess, clear I can make that. Like like I'm pulling up some like the conversation cuz I don't know, I want to get this right, if that makes sense. Like just to, I guess, really convey how I'm feeling or how I really felt at the time, cuz right now obviously it's been a couple months. I'm slowly trying to move past this. Um, let's see. Me and my friend, we like talk a lot. Some mainly about like Doctor Who, because we're both fucking nerds. Um, I guess I can swear now. It's far enough in the video. And honestly, like after I was talking to my friend, we got like pretty close after this, and he was just kind of like my rock essentially during that time. Obviously, my other friends were, like Ozzy. He really stayed with me on the phone while I like kind of processed all this. Ozzy took care of me. He bought me food. Um, yeah, I don't like know how else to. Well, yeah, Ozzy took care of me. Um, let's see. Okay. He asked if I needed to talk because I like. This is on like my personal account though. Like this is where, because obviously I have a life outside of, being Phoebe the doll, whatever. He said, "Do you need to talk?" And I said, "Yeah, that'd be really appreciated." He's like, "What's going on?" And I told him, I guess I'm just really confused about how I feel about what happened to me. I feel so icky and disgusting. Like, I'm just confused if that's how I'm supposed to feel. He's like, "Okay, I see. I don't think there's any specific way you're supposed to feel. I think, however, you do feel is like what you should be feeling. You know what I mean?" And he asked if I wanted to talk about it. I was like, "Yeah." I and I told him, I know, but it's like also, am I overthinking because I agreed to hook up and it's like I didn't agree to fucking bleed. Like I feel like it's my fault, and it was also like he didn't seem concerned at all, like it was normal. Um, and he's like, no, it's definitely not your fault. Agreeing to one thing, like you said, doesn't mean you agreed to the other at all. That um, and that very thing makes it not your fault. And he said, this, however, is like, okay, replying to, like, it didn't seem like he was concerned at all, like it was normal. He's like, this is normal, okay, okay. I don't want to invalidate how you're feeling at all, but sometimes it's normal for someone to bleed down there, especially if they've been um, touched down there roughly, is how I can say it without getting too graphic. And him not showing concern could mean he's too desensitized or he didn't care. Either one isn't good. And I told him he was so fucking rough, like I wanted to just scream, but I didn't want to kill the vibe. I just tried to make it seem like I was close and finished, but it's like he didn't stop. Like, it was supposed to be just nice, smooth, and casual and not rough at all. We didn't talk about being rough, which is true. I We didn't talk anything about being rough. We just talked about, okay, want to hook up? Yes, it was kind of that. And he asked if I felt like he actively ignored my body language, and I was like, yeah, because I tried closing my legs around his hand for him to stop, but he just kept going. Like, I could have said stop, but I didn't. So I feel like I essentially asked for it, which I still feel is true. Um, no, that's not true because consent is very important at every step. Consenting to have sex with someone doesn't mean you consented to having rough sex or being made to bleed. At that point, he should have asked you if you were okay, what was going on, if you wanted him to keep going any further. He didn't ask anything, did he? He didn't ask anything at all. He didn't seem worried, just told me you could take a quick shower and that was it. Then yesterday told me he couldn't stop thinking about me and I just felt fucking gross. It's just that I feel like I could have stopped it, but I guess I was too scared to. I don't know. I just feel like it's my fault because I allowed it to happen. Which, I still feel like reigns true that it's my fault, um, even if it's not. um, it's never the fault of the person who allowed it to happen. Yes, you could have stopped it if you said something, but like the very fact of the situation made you feel like you couldn't or shouldn't say anything, like the fact that the situation was uncomfortable enough for you to stay quiet. That makes this his fault entirely. He didn't create a safe or comfortable space for you who was in a vulnerable position. And the thing is, and this is me, that was him. And the thing is, as well, do I consider this some form of sexual assault? Because I don't feel like it was, but I fucking bled and felt gross. I'm just so confused. I'm like crying right now because I'm so confused and I don't know what to think, which very ironic because right now I am crying. Sexual assault is any action that could be seen in a sexual light that was done without informed consent by party it was done to. I think this would count as sexual assault. I know it seems like a serious thing to say, but it is. To say it is, but it is. Don't cry. What I think you should do is you gather yourself is drink some water. Just block him on everything. Just put him out of sight, out of mind. Unfortunately, I don't think there's much to be gained in a conversation with him if he didn't really care about informed consent during the act. Chances are he won't after. I told him I'm fucking sobbing because this just confirmed I was sexually assaulted and now it's all hitting me that I was sexually assaulted and I feel so gross. He said, I'm so sorry. I wish I could say or do something to make you feel better, but I can't. I definitely think the best thing you could do is block him. He doesn't know where you live, right? And I said, no, thankfully he doesn't. And it's okay. I just really appreciate you for helping me navigate my emotions. And I tell him thank you, that I really fucking appreciate him, and I still fucking appreciate him to this day. And he says just block him. Says if I could afford it, a therapist is a good idea just to be properly guided through this. Which in this whole time I have not had a therapist. Been very vocal on Twitter though about it, but I guess that's my form of therapy. And kind of that was what confirmed it. After that, I remember um, calling, telling Ozzy, and calling him, and just essentially told him like I was sexually assaulted. And from there, been I've been I guess you could say like vocal on Twitter about it. Just like, I tweeted about it. I told everyone on Twitter. Like, I first mentioned it April 12th, after I kind of just sort of, what is it called? Like, processed that indeed I had been sexually assaulted. And tweeted about that. Just kind of, everyone was very supportive. All my friends were very supportive. They all helped me essentially get through this to where I'm not fucking crying as you, or fucking sobbing as you saw in the, as you know, heard. I can't really say you saw because it shows my face. That you heard in the first clip, audio clip of this video. Overall, still healing, still getting through it, but I did want to, like, just say, if you have been sexually assaulted, you're not alone. You never will be alone. And I see you and I stand with you. And and I don't really know if I'm ever going to take legal action, because I feel like just what they're going to tell me, it's my fault. And deep down, I feel like it is still, despite it all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my story. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Stay safe, y'all.